Hi, this is an attendance register developed using Python. Okay guys, let me just show you how it works. Alright, just like any other register, you can always select present. The first stand for present, and let's say the student is late, you can always enter late, and the 0 or that stands for absent, and the A stands for authorized absent, S stands for sick. Okay, just like any other register out there. Okay, like if you want to know who is this student, like Femi Wells, you can always click on this just to check out who is Femi Wells. That's the picture of Femi Wells right there. Let's say you want to check out Oshodi Wells. Yeah, you can always find out who is Oshodi Wells. Supposing you want to check out Paul Parker, right there is Paul Parker. Alright, and you can always reset, exit if you choose to, or you can always cancel it. One other thing you can do with this register is right here, you can always select the register and just populate, then amend, just amend as you want. Okay, so what I'll do now is take you guys straight into Python development environment, and we'll put one of these together. And here it's supposed to be the picture of the school, and here I have some other component that you can always enhance and do whatever you like with it, but I only concentrated on just the register right there. So let's go into Python and we put one of these together. So let's do that now. Okay, we start a new project. Right, let's give that a name. I'm just going to call it attendance register. Save. Alright, we start by importing the following libraries. Okay, so the next thing we want to do now is to give our component a name. Okay, right there we have the name of the component. It's known as attendance register. You can see the name of the app itself. The dimension of the frame is set, and here I have a coordinate. Now the background is also set as black. Alright, the next thing is I will then define my frames. Those are my frames right there. I have two frames there, one to the left and one to the right. Okay, let's give this a set my, let's make that to loop. Okay, alright, so let's correct this. It's an error here. Okay, and the height here, let's change that to there. Okay, so let's just save, come to file, save, and run it. And those are my frame, the left side and the right side. Now the left side and the right frame are within. Let me show you what I'll do. I'll divide this frame into two, and also divide this into two. One will be on top and one will be right at the bottom. So let's do that now. Okay, now let's divide the frame there. Okay, this is for the left side frame, and here the two frames for the right side frame. So if I run it, this is what you guys will see. I think that should be right. Let's run it and see. Save. I'm right there. So I will now move this up. Let's come in here. This is right. What I want to do is just let's adjust the height of this and change this to 550. Let's run it and see. Alright, that is how my frame looks like right now. That's not bad. Okay, that's fine. So the next thing is, you see right here, the upper one, I want to now enter some components right there. So let's do that. I think maybe we should declare some variables first. Let's declare some variables. Come right down here and declare as follows. Those are my variables right there. And do that. Yeah, those are my variables there. So I suppose you guys can see it. Component imported, that I've imported, and the name of the app, title, and so on, frames. Okay, let's copy this so that you guys can understand what I mean. Here are my frames. Okay, now those are my variables. Right underneath here, I will now add my components. Okay, or let's just say alright, so let's come down here and start by entering as follows. Let's move down a little bit so you can see it. Alright, there, those are my components for the top left hand frame. So I have labels, those are the labels, and that labels is inside frame, left frame, or left main frame 1. Right here I have the font is 10 and bold. The text on it is meant to be number, the border is 16, and here I've actually entered a grill, and the role is, that's a grid, and the role right here is 0, column is 0, strictly to the left. Okay, I've done the same thing for the rest labels. And here, that's a combo box. Okay, I'm gonna need a combo box, and those are the attribute that I want inside the combo box. And here I have buttons. Alright, let's run it and you see what I'm talking about. And right there, guys, so that's what I've done so far. Now what I'm going to do is copy all of this and just change it around. I will speed that up and paste it right underneath here. So let's copy this. Let's do this first. Okay, copy all of this. Okay, that is for the next row. Right, if you notice, you will see this one is right at the top, the first frame, and this is for the second frame. The frame right underneath is the top frame, and the row, as you can see, is 0, and the column here is 0, then followed by the next column and the next one, and the row is still 0. So if I run it, let me show you guys the code. If I run it now, it's exactly the same line of code. All I'm just doing now is just creating all of these components and also adding name for my user or for the students. Okay, let's close that. The next thing is, let's just copy this, and that will be for the next row or the next candidate. Copy. Okay, the next student, that's the role for the next student. Okay, so I run it. As you can see, it's exactly the same lines of code, and the difference is the different names. That's just the only difference. If you look at the name here and the name here, there's two different names. They might be related, but you can always change it to do whatever you like. So let's run it. You see that? Number 1, number 2. Okay, so let's see. That's it. There. Now let's speed it up. I'm going to speed that up because it says what I'm just doing is just repetition. So let's speed it up so that you guys can see it. Okay guys, this is how the whole lines of code look like. Let me just show it to you right from the top. I've imported the library that's defining the application, title, geometry, background color set to black, and here frames defined, variables declared, and that is for dates. Right underneath here is the first part of the component. This is supposed to be the title for the names of the numbers, name of the student, course code, and so on. And right here are the details for all the students. There are 12 students in total. Okay, this student number 1, followed by student number 2, all of them in frame left, main frame 2, followed by student number 3. As you can see, it's just the same line of codes. So number 3, number 4, student number 5, student number 6, 7, 8. You can always pause the video so that you have a good look at it. 9, 10, 11, and 12, and that's all there is to it. Okay, that is it. So if I run the program now, you will see all of the object, but nothing is happening apart from that of the combo box. Okay, right there, nothing happens. If I click on the combo box, we can do whatever we want to do with the combo box. Alright, here have the course code, student's name, and here we have the student number. Okay, and that is it. All of these do nothing. So the first thing I want to do now is let's take care of the exit, then we'll take care of the reset, fill, then we can take care of this. So let's take care of the exit first. And right here has the function for exit. Okay, and right above it, that will be the function for the reset. So I will now call both function with the button that is declared here. Let me run it. You see the buttons I'm talking about. I'll be calling both functions with this button, so let's do that. So let's come down here, let's copy this, create, and come to where it says exit right here. Just enter a comma, command equals exit, and here that will be command equals reset equals reset. So that is that taken care of. So those two are taken care of now. The only one that will work anyway is just this. That works. The reset should do something now anyway. So if I select this, yeah, that's it. It's now. Okay, that's all that the reset does. Okay, then the next one that I'll take care of now is the fill button, so that it can populate all of this based on whatever is selected here. So let's do that now. So with the fill button, let's place the code right underneath the variable here. There. Okay, so what is happening in here is, okay, you see here, if the value inside the combo box, if it's the /, then all of the value inside value number 1 to 12 inside that is inside all of the combo box should become /, and if it's 0, the same thing applies. So what I've done is I've actually assigned these values to each of the variables of the combo box, and there they are. So value 1, 2, 3, okay, up to 12, and each value represent a student. So have a good look at it. You can just make sense out of it. So this is for present, absent, sick, authorized absent, late, and this is just empty, nothing is entered. Okay, so if I take you guys down here to where the combo box are, those are the values assigned to each of the combo box. Okay, and in here the text variable for this one is value 1, while the text variable for this one will be value number 2. Okay, and so on up to 12 right here. Okay, that's for value 9, 10, and we have 11 here, and up to 12. Okay, so that is for the fill button. So if I run it and select any of these, if I click, I don't think it's going to work because I need to assign this. It's not going to work. So let me assign that method to the button. Where is the method? Right here, mark registered. So let's just copy that and come to where we have the button right here. I think it's the update. We have fill. Okay, this is fill. Let me change that to fill with a proper name, and come right down here, just comma, command equals mark register, and this is for the time. Okay, if I run it now, save and run first. So we can always select, let's assume all of the students are present, just fill it up, just click on fill. Okay, let's say they're all late, they're all absent, authorized absent, and so on. And you can always empty all of the combo box. So that is how the fill button, that is how it works. So the 3 buttons here have all been taken care of, and here we have the dates. Now the next thing we want to do is to enter images of each individual student right here, and the image of the institution here, or the college, or whatever, university, whatever you want to call it, or school. So we can enter the school image here, and here each individual student picture. So let's exit and get that done now. Okay, the next thing is I'm going to create an object here, and this object is going to be a canvas for my image, or for the images. Alright, so I've already created a canvas. That's the canvas there, and that's the name I've called it. I have 2 canvas actually. That's one that will be for the school image, and the other one, the other canvas here, will be for each individual student image. I'm only using 4 of those. Okay, just 4 images, And here, let me just show you the images I intend to use. There they are. I suppose you can see the images right there. Let's see if you can see it. Let's move this up. That's one of the image. Okay, and there they are. Alright, let's see the school image. As the school image there. Okay, it's a little bit small, but if you want, I can always open it for you guys to see. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's the school image that I intend to use, and here are the students' image. Let's just open any one of them. There. Okay, let's close that. Yeah, close that. Now that the images are created, the next thing I want to do now is to assign this method to a button. So let's go there, let's copy that. That's going to be for, let's call each of those buttons space. There we go. I think this will be the very row one, the very first one, button space. So right here I will then enter command equals 1. Let's enter a comma there, equals pick 1. So copy that and paste that in here. That's for, let's make that 2. I only need 1 really. 3, it's just because I have nothing else on the other buttons. Okay, so for this very one, so if I run it, run, and there we have the school image. So if you see, when I click on all of these, there's nothing happening here. I've only entered the images here, and you see that that's the student image right there. Okay, the rest of the buttons you can do whatever you like with it, but I just enter images in there. Okay, and that is it for this very one. So I will repeat exactly the same thing for this one. So let's do that. Let's close that. Come to row number 2 right here. Let's come to where we have all the space button and just enter, paste. I can change this one to maybe 4, and this one maybe 1, 3 right there, and 2 here. So when I run that, and there, so we have the student image for this, and that's the second student right there, the first student, the second student. Alright, let's go back and do one more. Then I'll then speed it up right here. 1, 2. Okay, so this might be 4, 1, 3, 2. Okay, so I've done it for 3. So all I'll just do now is, after running it, I'll just speed that up. Okay, for 3 there. Okay guys, so what I'll do now is, let's speed this the whole process up. Okay guys, I've actually speed up the whole process, and if I run it for you now, this is what you will see. Alright, okay, so that is how the whole system looks. So just before I leave, let me show you guys the lines of codes one more time. Take it from the top. I commented this out because I don't need it, but you can always leave it there. Alright, I imported as follows. Okay, the name of the app, title, geometry, back color, frames declared right underneath here. Okay, let's take it down. These are the canvas. here variables, let's enter it again. Must have delayed that. Okay, variables there, and here is my field. That's where I fill up the system. Fill up combo box. Right here, I actually use the if statement to determine which of the marks is on the register. / 0 for absent, / for present, sick, authorized absent, late, and empty, and that is reset. Okay, we have reset there. Call that reset. And here we have exit right underneath. Function exit. Okay, and here we have date. Here where this is where I enter all of the components. That's for the upper row, frame 1. Then the second frame we have row 1, row 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can always pause your video to copy it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That's the number of students we have in class. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you all enjoyed. So you all have a nice day now. Bye for now.